Hello guys, how are you? Tonight we're discussing the case of Christina Whitaker from Missouri, the city, Hannibal City from Missouri, that was missing from November 13 November 2009. And I had a pre-shuffle with two different tarot decks as well. We are going to talk as well, talking to heaven with angelic messages from her spirit, because with the two different tarot decks, I'm getting literally the dead end, and unfortunately not a good end that I see here as well. I just discovered her case watching the ID channeling just few hours ago episode of the Relentless. Relentless is the serial directed by Christina Fontana. This is really making a nice volunteer work. I do believe it's very noble what she is trying to, more than a decade trying to fight for this case and many others mysterious missing cases or deaths as well. Do check this one. It's on Discovery Plus if you have it on your cable TV, or check it on ID. It started on IDs as well. And as well, there are a few documentaries you can in a search tool on YouTube find anything under this name. Just Christina Whitaker with from Missouri, missing person from Missouri, Hannibal City. And uh, guys, I'm just going to say, okay, the situation. Let me just have the introduction. What happened that night, the last night when she was there? She was going out on a drink with her friends, and she was over drinking. By the way, she was missing because she has a 6 months baby, and she was living with her new boyfriend, and he was taking care of the baby. She was having a postnatal depression and drinking two different antidepressant medicines, and plus she was that night with the girls out. She was drinking in a bar, so she was about 11:30 out of the bar, uh, just because she started to be a little bit, what I understood, messy, intoxicated, and the bartender pushed her, and she went on the back door, right through the back door, went outside. And then she was seen just being by herself. Her girls were still in the bar, and she was just by herself outside, going across to a sport bar, and another place was that a billiard bar, two more places just on the corner next to each other. And it's a small city, what I understand, and these were the only places that were open um, till, let's say, after midnight. And as well, there were two people seen at that night, about that time after midnight, seen fighting, discussing, two guys on near that area. There is a back door of this bar where she was staying in the evening with the girls, and where she was last time seen, right, going from her best friends going out, right. And they were fighting about something, discussing, and there was somebody in the car. This person that saw them fighting, she didn't see who is in the car. Like, there is a possibility that she was in the car as well. But what I discussed from different angles, whatever I have heard in documentary about from her mother as well. Very nice report. There is like, I don't know, 30 minutes, nice documentary talking very calmly, her mother, about all the details about her, and very, 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 I must say, it makes you cry, because there is next to her mother, her daughter that is now, what is this, almost 11 years old, and with her puppy, and they are together, and the grandmama is literally asking and begging people to tell what's happened to her, to whoever had seen something, to give the closure of these mysteries disappearance to her as well. She's begging, hoping that her daughter is alive, just to, if she's in some jeopardized situation, if there are people who will threaten her, if she was in sex trafficking or let's say in drug trafficking involved, that they don't have her parents to live anymore there. They are ready to move for just to be reunited with her. They are ready to move wherever she is inside of the U.S. What is from this case? What is with these two tarot decks in pre-shuffle? I literally opened two major arcana tarot decks. It's guys 78 cards, so I have 78 cards this deck, and then I have 78 cards this deck. It's another. Let me put for you more. So another, and it's repeating the same. It's interesting. That's why I trust tarot, because it's amazing. The same messages, same cards. How from 78 cards in another tarot deck, again shuffle, again same questions, whatever was here, again same question to describe with the same tarot cards. Now you're going to see. So what is seen here, like I said, there was night going out with the friends and over drinking. As you see, so many cups here. Nights for friends, over drinking, and she was under the influence as well of other things. What happened there? I do see that she was as well here like a magnet of love, with suddenly new opportunity, new love as well. Here it is. Was she flirting with the person that, like, literally was at that moment totally a new person there, showing up, guys? Totally new person. I'm going to open here from another tarot deck. Here, how it's described. She's here, the Magnet of Love, Queen of Wands, and here the same card, Queen of Wands, like flirty mood. When she was drunk, she was in a flirty mood. And here it is showing some guy, a new opportunity, Ace of Cup, new person that was flirting her and trapped her. Eight of Swords is here as well. Eight of Swords, the same cards, different tarot deck, explaining that literally she was taken like a slave into the work. Is that sex trafficking? I do believe, because she was as well moved. I saw as well Six of Swords, like they moved her. She was moved from that location as well. With this deck, another deck, I see like a car, like her being moved. Pardon, where is the Chariot? It was somewhere Chariot. Yes, Chariot is here. Sorry, guys. And this is a small deck. It's different pictures here. Pardon me, but they are all here anyway. And literally, I see that movement, like she was undecided. She went out with her friends. He overdrinks. She missed drinks as well with her antidepressive medicine, and that was having for the post uh, post pregnancy depression, and she was drinking the medicine. And she was, everybody, there were few witnesses, her friends, bartender, that she was mixing, taking the pills and drinking. And as well, then she was confused, she was heretical, then she was a little bit, let's say, scandalous. The bartender asked her to leave. She left from the back door, and as well on that, in that sign, it show up some men there being as well. She was just she was still, she was not on the parking. She left across to the next billiard place, port bar, and one more place. There, these were the only places that they were working this after midnight. It was already 11:30 when she was thrown out of the bar, right? Like over drunken. As well, she was seen as asking some people to give her a lift, to like hitchhiking, whenever she entered these bars. As well, she imagined that she was over drunken and people were rejecting her. What has happened? Did he has there the missed call from somebody? This was that the stranger that just show up. Is showing like suddenly opportunity. I think I will go with, people are saying three different theories. I will go with the last theory, that there is a stranger, that suddenly somebody who was flirting with her. She is here, flirty, Queen of Wands, who show in her the sexual object, and literally this was a new opportunist. And Here it's shown that there were literally like a new opportunity for her for fling for flirt. Unfortunately, I have to say this. Sorry for her family, and that person trapped her to work for her, for him. That man trapped her. Eight of Swords. It's like being codependent as well. Do you see this bondage? It literally keep her in a chain and hidden to work for them. As well, I do believe there will be a justice revealed, and yes, you should lean on a local medium because few times different tarot decks it's popping out the card of the medium. Even here with the last few, 1 second. Where is it? I see all the time the High Priestess card at the end of my reading with both decks. And I do believe that you should lean on information. Yes, it's still researching. This lady, Christine Fontana, is still researching. Did they find her body or not? Will they find it? The justice will be served, is saying as well, with the help of some hints from a local mediums, what I understand in America. Uh, is there the good news? My dear, was that a good news or not? I see that um, literally, I see that like whatever they were trapping her, was it to try to push her to work with them? Here it is, uh, make her addicted. The classical when you're trapped as a sex traffickant, you're literally going to have that girl put in the chain, just keeping her by the drugs on addiction, and that was the injustice because whoever was playing a new flirt with her, that new opportunity, like a new boy, Ace of Cup, that person was very selfish and dominant. I see him immediately trapping her and keeping her just for the sake of keeping her on addiction, for the sake to work with him. As you see, here it is Queen of Wands working in sexual services, trapped. She cannot escape. Eight of Swords and working Eight of Pentacles. Uh, did she reject finally because there was not enough money? I see whoever was expecting seeing her like a Queen of Pentacles, that person was seeing her like a cash carrier, like that she will bring him the cash. But on other side, at the end was a bad deal. I see her that she was like rejected to work with them. That's what I see. That was again something, somebody was broken, penniless, Page of Pentacle, and I think whoever was having this contract, like the chain of sex trafficking, keeping Christina Whitaker, they decided to cancel it. As you see, there is here in both cases at the end, unfortunately, it's a card of death. Will the justice will be served? Here it is, the justice card. Will they find it? But will they find the person who did this? I see just having a closure, finding her body with the help of the local mediums in US. But I see that is manifesting the justice. I have here magician, and as well I have the justice card and the medium card. Definitely with the help of the local medium clairvoyant, they're going to do it. There are so many amazing clairvoyant mediums that are helping the many cases of cold cases to be solved and to people to have a closure. Will they find her body? 1 second. Will they find Christina Whitaker body? Wow, here it is. Message is that they're going to find her body with the help of somebody. Here it is like a third party person. Knight, somebody who's coming to tell something that was from the past. Knight of Wands, somebody who has information from the past. As well, don't forget that as well 2019 show up the her best friend. What was her name? Breezy. She show up as uh, she met her mom, and after 10 years exactly, she started to talk that eventually there was some kind of drugs involved, but she didn't want to tell at that period, didn't want to tell to, she was afraid of the police by for herself for sure, as she was a kid, what, 19, 20 years old as well. She was afraid of, I do believe that she was afraid for her own life, and as well at that period she was childish, and she was as well. She didn't understood as child that she's in fact um, doing something against case of Christina Whitaker because she was keeping this information. I see that there are people who has a missed opportunity, as you see, missed opportunity to talk, and somebody, five of cups and knight of wands, somebody is going to talk about what happened in the past, and probably one of them is this girl, Breezy, that already said that there was some kind of a drug involved, uh, but that she entered somebody's car, and that is the clue. That is the clue, right? With the car story here, it's compatible with the start opening. Will they find her body? Like I said, yes. We said yes. There will be justice served. Suddenly, again, will be the third party. Somebody is going to give some extra info, and like whatever was on a hold, it was on a hold. The secret info, and now people they decide to talk. Secret info. Was it about child trafficking because we're these all young girls missing, right? And of course, it's about sex trafficking and child trafficking. And was that somebody was afraid, as being childish? Was it somebody that was her friend of a friend, right? And literally, there will be literally the third party talking about that, receiving, like informer talking about this. For as well as the night of swords, I must say, there was a story that as well police was keeping her as an informer because she was before arrested because of this drug abuse and drinks. She was in police, and then the police literally put her as informer to work for them. Was she in this work with the police as informer? Yes. Was she blackmailed to work for the police? Yes. And was that suddenly with the Knight of Swords? And I do believe that this Knight of Swords is police that is keeping her being informer, and uh, was that she was pushed to work for them to give them the info, and then she was risking her life in certain situation. And is it possible that she was having a sexual connection with the uh, policeman? Was she having a sexual connection with the policeman? Christina Whitaker, why am I asking this? Somebody who let her on the phone. It was a secret, as you see. Secret relationship with somebody from police who let her on a call. Did she call? Did she call that guy that night? I see her just being literally yes. The answer is yes. This is my card for yes, between others. And uh, was that person was at that moment like a hidden love for her, and was she intentionally taken? Was intentionally taken from the drug dealers? No, this was not a story from a drug dealer. Was he taken from the was he taken from the police officer? Lover. Wow. Lover. She was taken from the new lover. And I mentioned the police officer. What to say? What I'm getting here, like I said, when I have a sword card for me and describing the person, for me is the person that can be in a uniform, in a law, justice kind of business. I mean, profession, pardon, profession would be the right word. And was it a secret relation? Yes. Was somebody left her in the cold? Was she left which way she was? There was injustice. Was she pushed for them for him to work, or she sexually abused, but she was not. Uh, she was um, she was literally abused uh, to have sex with him. Unfortunately, I have to say this. Sorry for the family Whitaker, because I see her being like literally like on the like a little leaf on the wind. I see her being a fragile and under the influence. It's not just a drink, drug. It's as well being as well like a magnet of love of the wrong people. That's how I see it. So we have a drinking addictions with other things, with the devil nine of cups, a three of cups as well. The wrong people around her, being under the influence of these people, five of wands and this knights of swords as well. The working for being dropped to work for them on purpose with the eight of swords and the eight of pentacles. Is it connected to police as well? Again, I'm talking about her working for police. It can be with the justice card and literally her being informer for the court for the uh, FBI or local police, whoever. Yes, it seems so. Did she try to run away from this contract with the police in the past time? Yes. Did she try to run away again from a contract with the police? Hmm, I have here a victory card. But did he when just took off out? Did she just ran away from this state? It was a missed opportunity. She had opportunity in the past time, but then she had some missed opportunity. Was he killed in the same city? Was he killed in Hannibal? Was Christina Whitaker killed in her city? Wow. Seven of Cups, and here it is somebody regret what was happening. Something between her sexual abuse, Queen of Wands, and somebody regrets making a move, wrong, wrong action during that night. Mm, whoever trapped her. I see that somebody regrets, and somebody who was witness of these things will start to talk where she was trapped and where is her body. But did he die in Hannibal? Did he die in her city? She was kept for some time. I see with these two cards. Is her body in that region? It was on hold. Yes, guys. Like kept. It was kept. That's the Four of Pentacles for me. Will they discover towards the end of the series of Relentless? Will Christina Fontana discover her body? Wow. Will Christina Fontana discover body of Christina Whitaker? Will Christina Fontana discover her body in this serial? Wow. Again, I'm having Magician and Ten of Pentacles, and it's over the closure. And from other deck as well, I have a Magician. Whatever was on hold, guys, as well, with this holding, having will to do, but holding the information as well from the people who know something. There will be like informers will start to talk. There will be people who are going to manifest and start to talk, and this will bring a closure to a family, and they will find her. I think that with the help of this Christina Fontana, um, it will happen. But I see that they're revisiting this case too many times. pushing slowly, slowly, but revisiting so many times. I'm going to pull up the messages for family Whitaker, for her mother and daughter. Let's see the messages talking to heaven. Guys, with the two decks, again, I'm going to repeat. I see death, two different decks. I see death cards, so unfortunately, I finished that she was removed. Was Christina Whitaker removed from the police? Was Christina Whitaker removed from the police? Wow. Was Christina Whitaker removed from police? Like there was a third party involved in this chain where she was informer in between police and drug dealers. She was informer, as you see, a red pages was here, informer for this drug, about the drug chain for police. And I think it was just the circumstances because police pushed her to work for them, and then when they found out it was just the action, logical action, suddenly they found out the information, and whoever was the boss, they just took off. Uh, Again, was that this boss that killed her? Wow, yes, here it is. Whoever tracked her, guys, that person, emperor down the top of the pyramid, whoever tracked her, yes, that is the person who killed her. Was that a police member in that chain? Was it a police member who tracked her? Yes, guys. Wow. It was police member. And again, I have a roll card. So I'm going to stop here. Let's see the messages for. Let's see the messages. From Christina Whitaker. To her family. Message from Christina Whitaker to her family. It was my time to go. You don't have to feel nothing to feel guilty about. You're not responsible. As well, you're not alone. I'm always next to you, my daughter, and I'm always next to my mom, my family. And we are going to be together, our spirits, we're going to be together in heaven. And she feels that she's much better here. If she was confused being a young mama with a 6 month baby, of drinking, using these antidepressant tablets, of drinking, started to use the drugs as well. Everything was over toxic. Her life was as well pressed with this abusing from the police. If she was blackmailed from the police to be informer as well, this was everything was for her like a trap, and that's why she that she feels that she's better. She's much better now, and she feels that she's in a better place, right? So much better, and it was my time to go. But you don't have to feel to her family. She's repeating, you don't have nothing to feel guilty about. We're going to be together again, and you're never alone to my daughter message. On the bottom is my death was painless. If you ask me, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on the guilt. As well, on the bottom, one more message. Check out, guys. Wow. All the time I'm getting the message. Look it. This is not mistaken. It it's just a mix. This card, High Priestess, all the time is coming. Was she informer for police? I do think it was proven by Christina Fontana in a Relentless serial, guys. To check it. It was proven that she was working as informer, and she's saying now it's beautiful where I'm now, right? It's much better. She's much better, and uh, she's literally like she had learned her lesson from her life on the planet Earth, and she's now growing up like on her spirit and on her personal path of maturity, and so much better now. It is beautiful as well where I am. Was it a lesson that she learned that from that addiction, about addiction, in that life on the planet Earth, everything in drinks and drugs and tablets and even sex, I would say, like was like flirting with them, playing with all devilish thing. Uh, Although she was childish, she didn't understand how serious is this that she's jeopardizing her life, and was she playing on a card of being informer that will save her life from the uh, being blackmailed from police. I'm going to ask once more because this card, High Priest, all the time is popping out. Explaining again the High Priestess was Christina Whitaker. Was she informer for the police? Was she working as a, yes, guys, I'm getting the card Magician. Yes, this is somebody from a police killed her. New lover, new lover from police. That's where there was a saying that somebody said that there was a new lover that is. 1 second, let me repeat with another deck. Okay. And I forgot to make a short video for you guys. Was she working for police? Yes, taking an action. Was the new lover from the police? Wow, the traitor. Was that person the traitor from the police? Not on this moment. Who is the traitor? The traitor? Was that just a stranger in the night, a new lover that took opportunity? Wow, here it is. Somebody who saw her as a cash carrier. Like I said, somebody who wanted, this was a new opportunity. This was not a person that was in keeping her in a contract for informing for police. This was a person, the stranger that she took off, that this person could bring her the drug, and that he saw in her opportunity as well, like bringing her the gift with this drug offer that night. He threatened her. That was the teaser. The teaser was like she was literally offered with the Night of Pentacle offered the free drug, free drink, free drug, and that was a threat with the three swords and King of Pentacle. Whoever was pretending to be a gentleman, he was a traitor. Did that person catch her for sex trafficking again? Once more again. Tower moment. Wow. Tell me a tower moment. Was she killed the same night? She rejected. Was she rejected? Did she reject to work for them? Did she reject to be a part of the teamwork? Page of Swords. Did she reject to work for police? Yes. If this is a person that works like let's say on the bottom of the pyramid of the jurisdiction, if there was still information that she was like pushed blackmail from a police, um, after being imprisoned in toxic state, right? She was literally pushed to work for them as informer for this drug chain. Uh, was there the person that wanted to? I feel like this was literally somebody took action who was on the top of the chain, giving her the drugs. Literally has the information that was a shocking surprise that she's working for police, and that was like the answer here is yes. 1 second. Wow, as well. This somebody wants to make something from her, but this is a person that didn't bring any kind of effect on their work, whatever they were thinking to do with her. There was like a penniless, there was like a losing game. Did she reject to work with them with the Four of Cups and Page of Pentacles? Uh, Probably that is the reason why she was why she was eliminated with the Tower. Here it is. Was she undecided in between the contract with the police and these drug dealers? Yes, the contract with the drugs, as you see, the contract with the drugs as well. You see, it could be that she was in between because I'm getting all the time as well 5 of Wands few times. 5 of Wands. She was trapped in between the contract, being informer for police, official institute like a police, that there is a proof about this as well. She was trapped in between this addiction, the drug cartel, let's say, or drug dealer. And I think this was a sudden news. Somebody from this, whoever was the boss involved for this drug trafficking, literally somebody found out with the tarot card. This is a person that found the shocking news and taken action of eliminating her because she would bring the damage to his um, financial situation. Did she work as a sex trafficker? Did she work in some secret brothel there? Did she work? I got the horizontal cards. I don't read it now. It's like undecided. I just see here that she was kept somewhere with the Eight of Swords. Remember the slave card, and then Hangman. Like just she was kept by side, not to go to the police to give the information. Yes, that's an answer. Did they kill her? The drug dealers killed her because she's informer. Did they? With, did they? The drug dealers killed her? No, this is independent person, guys. I having like yes, we were trapped in between these two parties, but as well, so many people that she saw that night. Yes, and there was a policeman, and there was this drug person carrying the drug, bringing her the free drink-free drug, as well, guys. But as well, I see this is a new person that she just met that night, independent, as I see 7 of Wands and totally new Ace of Cups as well. I saw somebody who was flirting with her on a game to get that sex, seeing her as a Queen of Wands, erotical. Was she overdosed that night? Was she overdosed and killed from that? As well, there is, as you see on the travel card, washing her body in the water. Did she, one second, did she overdose her on a boat? Wow. Was she transferred with this boat? Wow, with the new person. Again, Ace of Cup and Fool, the new person that took her somewhere outside of the states, outside of city Hannibal or province state. Was she killed outside of the states? Again, I'm putting it so many times. She was just left on a cold. Like I said, they were keeping her away from these locals in Hannibal, what I understood. Was this person on a contract? Because I'm getting as well here from card. For me, here from card, like, was it a person that was a totally new stranger introduced to her like a stranger just to seduce her, but with the purpose to take her out from Hannibal City, far away from these drug dealing informations and far away from police? Was it person, the new lover, uh, from on contract with these drug dealers? Yes, here it is. He was waiting for her. 3 of Wands, Ace of Cup. It's like pre-planning and somebody waiting for that person to arrive. That was a trap. But in this trap, like she was left on a cold. If police, her contacting police was aware that she's going to have this kind of a date that night, uh, definitely uh, this was a trap. This is a person who's waiting for her there and to take her somewhere. 6 of Swords into trap. And remember, we have that slavery card, 8 of Wands, and 8 because of the work, 8 of Pentacles. Somebody who was having a contract, who was a third party, just paid to do the thing instead of this King of Pentacles in a drug dealing thing. And I think that person is a traitor. Traitor is person that was waiting for her, that was representing as a new flirty person, ha ha ha, hoo hoo hoo, but eventually he took her just to move her as a witness of anything in Hannibal. Is she, again, let's ask, is she alive? Again, guys, what is this? Again, I'm getting the same cards. Guys, I have here a magician, I have here a magician. This is really with 2 different decks. Explain. Is Christina Whitaker alive? Was a judgment call? No, guys. We have a world card here, and then we have a judgment call. No. Was her time to go? Wow. Somebody took her with the King of Swords 2 times again, showing it was a judgment call. She was sacrificed in this chain. Again, will Christina Fontana find her body? Like there is obstacles always. 9 of Wands and 10 of Wands will be the finally. Like after returning few times. That's what I see. 9 of Wands first there were obstacles for so many years. And then 10 of Wands releasing the burden. Can they find her body? I think it it is too late to find her body, but they can have a closure from the informers, what I see. Yes, from the informer, somebody from that circle of people who knows uh, who done what in this chain. Unfortunately, I saw two times a death card, and I must say as well with this talking to heaven deck, I saw as well again death. So yes, with three different decks, I saw the death card. I'm trying to pull up more, but it's repeating the same. I do see that she's getting maturity wherever she is now, her spirit in heaven. That she's getting maturity. She wish if she knew what she's getting now on her spiritual path now in another dimension, if she knew what would happen to her and how much pain it was she would give to her by her addictions and whatever she was drinking and mixing, and how was unserious being absent as well as a mama, and how she hurt it in her daughter now and her parents as well, everybody around with this unserious behavior. She would do it different. If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. This is a message as well. It's interesting, and I think this is a proof of wherever she is now. Yes, it's beautiful there, and she's much better. She's mature with this state now, definitely. Like she's totally purified from whatever was her own confusion in this karmic cycle, and totally transformed, I hope. I'm trying to pull up like a sentence of this message. It's of heaven. Let me see now. Message is from Christina Whitaker case, missing person more than 10 years from 209. Unfortunately, with three different tarot decks, I'm getting the cards of that she's not alive. It was her time to go, and where she's beauty, it's very beautiful now. Wherever her spirit is, and there is like a total transformation of her. She feels better, and if she had only, uh, if she could have the info that she's having now, and how she's now spiritually mature, for sure she would have lived differently. As well, she said to her family, "Don't feel guilty. Uh, my death was painful. Please don't worry or hold on any guilt. As well, we are going to be together again." For her daughter, yeah, message, you're never alone. I'm next to you. pause these guys. Welcome to check all the least justice we deserved. Let me just pause the short version of this. Guys, welcome to check the short version as well on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and the short version on YouTube as well, 60 seconds, just channeling from the tarot, talking with heaven, messages from Christina towards for her family, just a closure at the end of this live stream as well. Of course, within the whole video, and thank you in advance for watching and subscribing. If you subscribe and bring one more friend during the live stream per day, we have two live streams, one the daily tarot and evening we have a mystery cases, so welcome to join. It's a lunch break time in East Coast US, or European time 6 p.m. It's in fact noon time in New York, and the second one it's after the midnight French time. It's in fact after 6 p.m. American, 6 p.m. East Coast New York time, right? 6 7 p.m. Kisses to all, and thank you in advance for PayPal donations supporting my good karma work back in Asia with the orphans while I'm stuck in Europe in lockdown. Kisses to all.